markets now. It's a public holiday, but we have the Vice Chairman of High Cap Securities, Mr. David Adonri, who joins us via phone to at least look at the performance of the market in recent times. Mr. Adonri, happy holidays to you. What is your reaction to the performance of the market? As usual, it's been up, down, up, down. What do you make of this? Do we have to still wait until after May 29 before we see the true picture of what our market is looking like?
Okay, thank you very much, Tolu. Barka de Salah to everybody there who is listening. The market has actually been volatile in recent times. And although the political risk is a little bit still high, but I don't think the political risk is the main negative factor that is adversely affecting the market. Just like you said, it's an abridged week, just about 4 trading days. And so volume obviously will be lower than what we normally experience in the market. But the macroeconomic environment continues to deteriorate. I'm sure you saw yesterday when the figure for inflation was released. It had worsened and gone to, I think, 22%. So secondly, there is still crowding out of equities by public borrowing. And more public borrowing will occur, thereby shifting the market away from equities to the debt market. And then we also saw some decline in first quarter profits. A conglomerate like Transcorp suffered very huge decline. But that notwithstanding, Transcorp still set the market alight throughout the week. The market perhaps would have tumbled where Transcorp not at his peak with the way it influenced the direction of the market. Otherwise, the year-to-date return has declined to 0.2%. So we are just hoping that it does not go to the negative terrain. As it is now, Tolu, we are right in the buyer's market. And this buyer's market is likely to continue for a while because of macroeconomic condition and also some policies that are also expected that may not, in the interim, be salutary for the economy, like the proposed removal of subsidy, although it has long-term positive effects, but in the short term, it's likely to negatively impact the market. So that is the situation from my end, Tolu. Thank you very much.
I must thank you so much for that great insight, Mr. Adonri. Do enjoy the rest of your day. Greetings from Effiong.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, of course, Effiong is in the house, and he was about to say that, and I quickly helped you do that, so at least, so that Mr. Adonri knows you're in.
That was very good of you.
Effiong, what is your reaction to the performance? I see you have a lot of figures here to play around with. Take us through the performance.
The market still remains weak. Although we saw a level of price recoveries coming especially from the inputs from Transcorp, we ended up dropping 1.03% in red. And that is to emphasize the weakness of it, because majority of the investors still show eagerness or anxiety to withdraw money from their investments, and the sales window was still very hot. That is to emphasize that the need to still hold cash, still draw attention a lot. And the fact that we've not been able to settle economic issues and social pressure that have been with us since the beginning of the year, that also impacted negatively on the performance of the market. The fact that we traded only 4 days, just as he said, the volume contracted very seriously. And in the week, we saw that 31 equities declined very seriously. And about 90 of them 90 companies, their stock prices remained, flat. On change. That is to say that majority of people still see markets, from the sidelines. We look at total market value standing at 27.96 trillion naira. That is a huge amount. But Nigerian market could have done much better than this, if not the serious economic problems that we have. We don't need to emphasize how many there are. We've talked about inflation, even the fear of increment in taxation coming for infrastructure, then cash crunch, dollar scarcity. All of the baskets, they seem to be very, very negative. So we have to, I think that the emotion is that let's wait and see what will happen, when the new administration is inaugurated. Who are the people that will pilot the
finance,
so when we see the faces, yes, exactly, the faces of those fellows, who will be the next helmsman at the central bank, that's very important because majority of the people feel that some of the ideas coming from there never help them. So they need a change of baton. So when we see that Minister of Finance, working with the Chief Executive, there you will see the true character of the market. So for now, we still do this don't look kind of a thing. People who have money still hold the volume. They don't want to release so much. So the major problem we are having that the foreigners who used to bring dollars to the market, they are not really interested now. Indeed. You understand? So that's another issue. And we seem not to be generating internal revenue so much. We like to take a lot of our loans. Yeah. The debts hang out too big. What is it 46 trillion or 47 now?
It's about 47.
Okay, how much will you pay?
I don't know how much it's going to cost me. We are all in this together. I must thank you so much, Effiong. So we'll wrap up the week on that note. We'll be here on Monday, God willing. So we'll continue.
No holiday for us.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much, Effiong, and enjoy the rest of your day.